The outstanding federal loan balance is over $1.6 trillion and accounts for over 91% of student loan debt. That's according to the Education Data Initiative. So once you get into the student debt hole, it takes a while to get out, but there might be some tax-advantaged ways for people to pay for their loved ones' college tuitions. To discuss, let's bring in Jerry Boyle, who is the BNY Wealth, Tax, and Estate Planning Strategist here with us. Jerry, great to see you here with us today. All right, so what do people need to know about some of the tax advantages that, they might just need to give a phone call to a loved one or phone a friend if they're looking to pay down some of this debt?
Well, as far as paying down the debt goes, I think the planning that you have to do is what you have to do before you actually go to school. For example, a lot of people should be thinking about doing 529 accounts, open up accounts now, putting money into the accounts to save for college. When the disbursements are made from the 529 plan to pay for tuition, et cetera, that's a tax-free distribution. So that's one thing a lot of people should be looking at right now. The other thing people should be looking at is also if they have a relative that has a substantial amount of wealth, that relative can make a direct payment of tuition to the college or the university, and that is a tax-free gift. And a lot of people overlook the fact that somebody can make a tax-free gift in the amount of tuition. And the key there is obviously that it's going to be made directly to the educational institution. If you made it to the student and the student paid the tuition bill, that does not count for the gift tax exclusion. But that's something that's frequently overlooked by people.
If it is then given to the student, then the student goes and pays. Who is taxed there? Is it the gift giver or is it the student receiving the gift?
It would be the gift giver. The donor would have to pay that. That would be deemed to be a gift from the donor to the student. And so it wouldn't be tax-free. Now, you do have exclusions from gift tax, and the exclusion is quite large right now. Right now, it's $13,610,000, so it may not be a big deal for a lot of people. But people ought to take advantage of the fact that if you follow the rules, you can make a direct transfer to the university for somebody's tuition, and that's gift tax free.
And so if you are making that direct transfer to a university on behalf of a student, what is the criteria? What's the data that you need to hold on to? And not data, but the perhaps paperwork or receipts that you need to have once you're filing that gift as well?
Well, what somebody would have to do if they did do that transfer to the university, you'd probably want to keep your checks to show that the check was actually paid directly to the university as opposed to being paid to the student and the student turning around and sending the check to the university. So I think the most important thing is to have some type of evidence that shows that the payment was made direct. And if it's made by check, obviously, if it's made out to XYZ university, that would be enough substantiation. Otherwise, some electronic transfer from a bank account if you kept your bank statements. You just have to have some proof that it was made directly to the college or the university.
How many people are actively doing this right now, from what we can estimate at least, Jerry? And is it expected to grow, the number of gifts being made directly to universities on students' behalf, considering the rising costs or the high price of tuition right now?
I think that most people that are taking advantage of this provision of the tax law are wealthier people because most people just can't part with that amount of money. If somebody's going to school, for example, in Boston, where I am, where the tuitions are about $90,000 a year, that's a lot of money to transfer directly to a university. So for the most part, this provision is for pretty much wealthy people, not for the the regular person that's going to school, blue collar type of family.
Jerry Doyle, who is the BNY Wealth, Tax, and Estate Planning Strategist. Jerry, great to see you as always.
Thank you.
And they basically tell me if you got the money to do it, you can pay the tuition. You can be tax free if you got the money like that. But go ahead, Hakeem, man. What's your take about college tuitions and everything?
First off, shout outs to Next Level, a member, a supporter. Next Level, my brother. I love you. Always thank you for coming here and supporting us. We always gonna support people who supported before you even came. Remember, you came here and support us. I rock with you, my dude, 100. So I love that you say that. Jordan, you have a beautiful daughter. And this is something that concerns us and me and Ronnie, who hope to have kids one day. What they explained was something that dealt with people with disposable income. Uncles, aunts who have businesses. They're making now contributions on behalf of kids to this. Now, here's the thing. For people with honorable means, you could still get ahead with this whole college tuition thing. That's just one thing. If you're a grandmother or an aunt, sometimes if you oh, shout out to Tickle My Fancy. Hey everybody. Shout outs, man. Thank you for coming here, Rockwood. So let's say if you're uncle and aunt, you can now go and make a sizable amount of money towards a particular students, which will go to the tuition. But here's the thing, I'm gonna be quick about this. There's other ways to send your kids to school without having to break the bank. In Florida, most states have this. You can get prepaid college fund. Florida has something like that where you can pay into it and it goes to a state funded school and you can use that tuition this. Next is the Army. Next is the Navy, Armed Forces. A lot of people don't like that, but the GI Bill pays for it. For trade school, for something. This is this. And this is one of the critical ones. Stop waiting till the last year to start applying for scholarships. You got to start doing that at 11th grade. Once you do that, you're okay. And another thing is too, this is the last one and this is the easiest one. When your baby is born, set up a brokerage account. This is not financial advice. Invest in the S&P 500 and put $20 until they turn 18. You'll have matter of fact, you'll have more than enough money to put them through school and buy them a house and a car. $25 every check until they turn 18 for 18 years. That's all you got to do. Go ahead, bro.
Man, facts, man. Hakeem, you saying facts all over across the board, and not only that, my issue with the student loan debt, not the student loan, the whole thing with the student loan, also the college tuition. Like, if you go to other countries, going to college is free. I don't know why yet United States have not put in their law to make college tuition free. Why do these kids have to pay so much money out of pocket? And that's putting a lot of people in the hole. But we already know we live in a capitalist society, so everything they're gonna try to use is capitalize on everything. So that being said, Hakeem, you say nothing but facts when it comes to the aspect of making sure you apply for scholarships quick. Don't wait till the last minute when you're about to get ready to graduate. And not only that, when your kids before they even born, making sure to create a brokerage account. And then even if they after they're born, I don't know you guys remember growing up, they used to have a commercial about the Gerber baby. People
Yep.
completely forgot about that.
Yep.
How come they don't have it anymore? Because they don't want people to be able to capitalize. So them stuff still resonate with me. So I know, like, okay, I gotta make sure to have money aside for my kids near future is to build up now and don't wait till the last minute, because I think the student loan debt ain't going anywhere. I think it's going to increase even more to probably to like $2 to $3 trillion, because people are going to continue to go to school. People are going to continue to want to have that college experience. So people are going to continue to take out all student loans. It is what it is. Now, don't get me wrong. Even though Biden administration, they always focus on the student loan forgiveness, but how many they really truly forgive? A small percentage, but not the majority. So that's something
The
people
ones
have
that
to
went to
really look at.
ITC college and all that type of stuff, but not they don't. But you talk about the major universities, the PWIs.
Oh no, yeah, no, they're not forgiving that. No. But he gave some great example. I think people should be able to listen and capitalize on that. Of course, it's not financial advice, but that still is some great advice. No, but shout out to the Diary of the Angry Mixed Man. Shout out to you, big dog.
My
Taking
half brother. My half brother. That's my half brother.
Tickle My Fancy. I seen you also on the Black House. Shout out to you. I seen him before on the Black House. You say, well, hey everybody. I seen y'all on the Ashton channel. Shout out to the Shicey Avengers. You know, right after us, normally they go live. So shout out to Ashton holding it down over there with also his co-host Mimi and also Pre and also Alizé. They be doing their thing, man. Shout out to them as well. Not that, but shout out to the lovely Natasha Vincent. Some of you guys that got emoji that's coming in here with the member badge is because Natasha Vincent was gifting a lot of people on Monday. Sweetheart, we love you. We appreciate you every time. And you know, we always got to give you your honor and your respect.
Listen, before we even got to this point, when we was having less subscribers, she was in here. Mind you, you attached to some giants.
Yes.
And you still came here and rock with us. So I'm a man who doesn't like to show emotions half the time, but I do appreciate you.
And I do too, Natasha. And we appreciate, and you've been thick and thin. And when it comes to people that troll, even though sometimes you might think it's okay, you put the hammer down and say, hey, it's not happening. Either you time them out or you block them. We appreciate you, Natasha. And
Of course.
and just believing in us on this channel or what we're trying to do, building this channel and we're trying to do a community. So Natasha, we appreciate you so much. So you got kisses and hearts from me. Kisses and hearts.
Yeah, I knew Natasha all the way back since Anton
Yeah.
days, and I want to say she's such a sweetheart, such a lovely person. That's why I say I always hold her down anytime. You know what I'm saying? Nobody touching Natasha. I ain't not on my watch. And even my wife, even if I get married, and my wife be like, who is this woman? Nobody touching Natasha. That's just off limits. Off limits. But that being said, go ahead, Jordan. Do your thing.
All right, so going back to the college tuition. So this is a good bit of information I know. So hopefully, if my college if she decides to go to college, and I know Chaoscultureradio would get like that, I can have the money to do something like that, which is a great thing to do. And also, what I do like about in California, once your child is born, usually like a month or two, they give you a letter, and they have like a program called the College Kids, of which you can put if you put like a deposit down, it's like $50 or $100 right there. You get like free cash. So if your kids want to go to college and everything, and you can keep putting money into the bank until once your child is ready to go to college, you have some amount of money to save up that you can use it to go to college. But I think it works only in California if you go to California college. I got a little more information on that. But other than that, you guys, when it comes to college and everything, first of all, you gotta make sure your kids really want to go to college or not. Because sometimes the kids, when they graduate high school, they still don't know what to do. And if they don't want, and sometimes some type of kids, college is not what they want to do immediately once they get out of high school and everything. Because I feel like there's sometimes with kids, they kind of be pressured to go to college because of peer pressure, school, family, mothers and fathers, and anything like that. So you just make sure that we taught your child if she really want to go to college or not. And if she does want to go to college or not, you can do the necessary things to save the amount of money so you can pay for tuition, books, anything, room and board, anything like that. But other than that, shout out to Yahoo Finance for giving me that information that I need, I need, and also for other people who do make this type of money, so they can pay tuition, it can be tax free. And learning that information does help me a lot, because I know with this channel where we're gonna build, by the time Nina will be ready to go to college, I'll have the information right there.
All right.
If I have the money, it'll be tax free from me. So shout out to Yahoo Finance. Shout out to Yahoo Finance for giving us information, and also using their concept what we're using, because they always there for us.
Now, but shout out to the lovely Shicey Bun for being in the building. I could